Hi, it's me, Hudson, a few months old, doing my tummy time. I'm gonna fall asleep on my face to make them think I'm suffocating. Oh my god, Hudson! Dadgum, take it easy. I'm a baby, not a bag of wine. They don't think I can move yet. Little do they know, overnight it became a roly-poly. Oh, what's that? Oh, thank God your mom's not here, buddy, it's okay. Oh, I am so tired, man. I could fall asleep instantly anywhere. Except my crib! Woo! 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 Oh, did they just get all showered and dressed up for the first time in a while? Pick me up! Okay, come here, big boy. Oh, we're gonna miss you, buddy. Hey, buddy, don't jostle me too much. We are. Yes, we Honey, I'm gonna need a 5. Oh, actually does help. Ooh, fall is here. Pumpkin spice lattes are back. Fall's coming. I don't know. I'm fired up. I really am. Football.
I learned recently, even if pumpkin spice lattes aren't back technically at Starbucks, if you ask hard enough, they will give it to you early.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. How'd you learn this?
Well, being with Brad Ellis, who really wanted a pumpkin spice.
Come on, I know you got it back there.
That's what he said.
I know it's back there.
He was like, I know you guys already have it. And he was like, come on. And she's like, all right, I'll ring you up for a mocha. And so he got it. So let that be a lesson. Anytime like a business of yours, is coming out with something new, I bet they already have it. If you're nice, you charm them. We'll whip it up for you.
I know it's back there. Yeah. Yeah. Don't we start just like it's like a wildfire of pumpkin. All these people listening, these girls are just banging on doors. Yeah. I see it back there.
They're asking for things they wouldn't even have.
Did he get a hot pumpkin spice latte in 105 degrees?
2 weeks in a row, you're really nervous about us getting these warm drinks.
I've never even thought of an iced pumpkin spice latte.
I know, it doesn't seem possible.
That doesn't seem possible, is it? I'm going.
I thought
we're going on a road trip. We're going because it's out today.
Yes.
We're recording this early. Thomas is screaming. He's excited.
You don't have to beg for it as of today.
We're recording this early because we got people out of town and stuff. And it came out today, August 24th or whatever. I'm getting it iced. That'll blow their mind. You gotta go. Okay. Yeah. Pop right out. While Katie gets Thomas.
Keep your eyes open. Don't look at her. Don't look at her.
We're getting comments last week. She walks by and like, do you see Trey look at her butt? I was like, okay, don't give me that much credit. I look at every butt.
He has a problem. So
we're back. Correct opinions. Like, subscribe, enjoy. Let's get into the episode. Roll music. Correct opinions. Correct opinions. All right, I want to dive right into this article that I'm really excited about. Okay. Breaking news. Brittany Mahomes, wife of Patrick, reveals she's leaning towards homeschool for son Bronze and daughter Sterling. Brittany and Patrick Mahomes may have little ones at home, but they've already got big dreams for their future. And she's thinking about her children's education. The Kansas City Current co-owner, that's the soccer team. Can't wait.
Obviously.
Which sidebar? Stop. She's not the owner. And listen, I'm team. It's both their money, right? If I buy something, I'm not like it's my money because I went and worked. When you're married, it's both your money. So they bought the team, right?
I think when it comes to Brady should say my pronouns are she her unless it's business and then it's they them. Yeah. Unless I'm a minority owner of a pro team, it's they. Also, soccer in general. Get better names because when you read this, it's confusing. The Kansas City Current co-owner. So she co-owns Kansas City?
Yeah, it's
tough. Confusing. You really got to know your way around women's soccer to understand this sentence. The Kansas City Current co-owner.
And I don't want to be this guy, but it's a female team, right? They made the stadium right by the river, which I guess is maybe they're like the Current, but then that makes you think of Flow. And I just don't know. Right? I think it's a weird choice for a women's team.
They're setting some records because one, it is the largest purely like women's dedicated soccer stadium in the United States.
Pretty cool.
And they're also going to do 2 periods instead of just one long game, which feels...
Is that right?
Yeah. Go with the flow, the current. So
I don't know. I mean, I guess it's progressive.
Yeah.
I guess that's why Patrick didn't want to buy it. Only she did. But their daughter and son, 2.5 years old, 8 months, they're starting to think, and she reveals she's leaning towards homeschool. So breaking news. I mean, are the Mahomes kids going to be sheltered kids? That's pretty exciting. Join the club.
It's I mean, that's our
hanging out with Noah and Micah,
Ezekiel. That's our foot in the door with the Mahomes family. It's like, hey, you know Harry Potter?
Cohort, yeah.
Burn it.
Yeah, right. Ugh.
I turned out just fine. Don't let Sterling, get near the cauldron.
Yeah, get those needles away from him. Any part of that.
I love modern journalism too. As I scroll down this article, like I'm like, oh, how did they get this access of her like saying this? Like, where was this interview? It's her Instagram story. She did a Q&A on her Instagram. Like, ask me anything. Kids asleep early.
Oh, they'll write up a whole article on someone like a comment on someone else's post.
Yeah, like he favorited this tweet. Yeah. So now he stands this way.
Yeah,
politically.
Wow, is James Franco rizzing up Margot Robbie? He'll like comment like a thumbs up emoji. And like, why am I reading this article? So I don't know. Mahomes, sheltered kids. It's an exciting time.
It does beg a lot of questions. One, will it have a name? Will it be called Mahomes Schooling?
That's good.
That's
branding.
actually the main question.
Yeah, that's good branding. You DM her that. Hey, caught your article on People. Just have an idea for you.
I doubt anyone else has said this. Just quick question. Mahomes Schooling. Do you have that LLC yet? I would think about it. Can't be too careful.
Yeah, get that domain.
Mm-hmm. I get .net, .co, .com, just in case.
Just in case. Did you do any Mahomes jokes at the Kansas City show?
I did have one. Well, one I was wearing like a really uncharacteristic like hype beast.
Yeah,
like
you were looking
tee.
like you were about to rizz up all of Gen Z.
Yeah, I was.
You were dripping, dude.
It was a shirt that was given to me a while back. I was like, I'm gonna wear this at the Kansas City show. It's just like a graphic tee with 5 Mahomes faces all over it. But it was nice, and I made a joke about I was like, Kansas City's a great sports town. For football you got the Chiefs, for baseball you got the Royals, for dancing you have Jackson Mahomes, kind of thing.
Yeah. Do you feel like the people liked that?
Yeah, I think they did. Yeah,
I did on the 4 p.m. show. I did some kind of, again, wanted to joke about Jackson. So I was like, man, I don't know if this was that common of knowledge, but I joked about how you got arrested. So if you don't know,
I wanted to touch that too. I was like, what a way to get whatever.
He got arrested for this woman accused him of, and there's a video, so I guess it's pretty obvious. But he kind of forces himself on a girl and gives her a big smooch.
Kind of,
you don't know what happened.
Grabbed her neck with his hand,
and I was just like, yeah, I don't know. All you can know is that those Mahomes genes, man. No defense can stop it. Zone defense or self defense. And the crowd was just kind of like, oh. I was like, hey, all right,
more of a podcast
4 p.m.
joke.
Yeah. Get the people going. So I didn't do that one again. But
I feel like I tried to like do some jokes about it because there's a little bit of rivalry in Kansas City, like us versus St. Louis. I feel like we both are the 2 big cities. We both have a lot of crime. So I tried to do a joke like, yeah, we have some problems, but at least we're not as bad as St. Louis. I feel like it was similar. I was like,
that's nice.
Yeah, they do have it bad.
Yeah, they're like,
there are a lot of homicides over there.
Missouri.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, I did the old making fun of his voice. That one hit nice.
People like that?
Yeah. I don't know. I was just trying to think of it. I don't know what it popped in my head like as I was walking on stage. It seemed like a really weird creative setup, but I was just like, I was in the airport in Boston, and Tom Brady comes over, like, welcome to Boston, which I think they've done that somewhere. I feel like you go on an airport and you hear famous people talking.
Oh yeah,
so
the mayor, or yeah.
I was like, can we not do that with Mahomes? But I guess it'd be terrifying to get off your flight and be like, welcome to Kansas City.
Give me your cookies.
It was good times. Katie, we homeschooling?
Are we homeschooling? Mm-hmm. If we hire a teacher.
Okay, this is where it gets interesting. Are you team public school, Derek?
We have been having those debates like this week, actually, on everything.
What are y'all debating? No school? Teaching the way of.
So they are in daycare, and some of the political things you're kind of working around.
Oh.
So,
yeah, they're making them hang out with other races. I was talking. Man, it feels old. I was meeting some new friends the other day. These guys who have several kids, and they both go to like a private Christian school. And I have a buddy who's like, they had a gun threat and it freaked him out. So him and his wife are doing one of those. You heard of this where like 12 families kind of get together and pay a teacher.
Ooh.
Kind of like an elevated homeschool.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
private homeschool.
I'm team public school, but there's a lot to think about. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just then you have to, if you're public school, you got to move to a certain area, I guess. Which
Right.
public school? You got to find a house in that area.
Yep.
Kids, man.
If you guys homeschooled, how would you divvy up kind of the
subjects?
the subjects? I could not think of that word. I was like the course
You're
work,
a great teacher, yeah.
class curriculum.
We're going to do unschooling. You heard of this?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's this fancy word for not teaching them.
kind of Aborigine style.
Yeah.
With sticks and rocks only.
And then we
Yeah.
can hire Rachel because our child will probably need some counseling.
Yeah, keep it all in the business.
No, I don't.
We'll get comments that say that's not what unschooling is.
Yeah, that's not the correct definition. It's the studies show
There's much more abuse than
Elon
that.
Musk was unschooled. He's a genius. What? There's much more abuse. I almost missed that. What? Yeah. What would you teach and what would I teach if we homeschooled?
I would teach math and
Would you?
science.
6 times 9.
And like
6 times 9.
54.
That's pretty fast, dude. It's crazy. And when I was 8, I could do any of those in a split second. The other day, 9 times 8 popped in my head for some real life reason, and I had to work through it for 30 seconds. Like,
81. It's not 81.
56. No, is it 56?
Like you know all of the nines. You're just not sure which one it is.
And I go 9 times 9, 81. Never
Okay,
forget
so
that. So then minus
8.
minus 9.
You know the trick.
72. Got it.
You know the trick. It's like one
gonna
less
say.
number than so.
You do it with the hands. Like
yeah.
For
9
which
times.
one? For any type
nines.
anything nines.
Anything,
Yeah.
yeah.
9 times 4.
I've
1, 2,
always
3.
used the 12 trick.
36.
You know the 12 trick?
I don't think
12
so.
times 9. 10 times 9, 90. Then 9 times 2, 18. 90 plus 18 at 108.
Oh, for 12s, I just start with 11 because 9 times 11, 99.
12 times 11. That doesn't come to your head that quick, does it?
No.
So 12 times 11. 12 times 10, 120. One more.
I didn't know we were talking double
132.
dig. Man, that makes sense.
Common core stuff that you're teaching. over
What
there.
is Common Core math? Because this is
Yeah.
after my time. I have no idea what this is.
Dude, every now and then
know.
I'll see like a Twitter thread on it, and it is very confusing.
Really?
It's
What-
it's almost like those Chinese kids with the abacus or whatever it's called. It's like how do they do that? That's I feel like what Common Core is. It's like the ones place you're doing beads, the tens place you're
and
beads.
it's just more efficient than what we were taught.
I don't think it's more efficient.
Oh,
I think
Is it like a different way to do math, or is it just their it's like unstructured?
they
like
invented a new math.
a new
all
math.
the answers are different now.
yeah.
What is 2
4
plus
times
2 equal?
3 is not 12. It's
Oh my
crazy.
gosh.
It's light green now. It's very
Whatever you want it to
abstract.
be. Yeah.
It's just a different way to get the same answer.
Okay.
But for anyone who grew up
But
like
it's
us,
like long division and stuff, right? There's different processes or.
yeah, it's just like the way we learned to do double-digit multiplication. We're like, all right, start on the right and do that, and
Yeah.
then a little thing on top. Like that way is just like what we know, and the Common Core is just a much more, from our perspective,
Wow.
complicated way of doing
So
it.
we're not going to be able to help our kids in school at all.
That's why you got to homeschool. You're doing math and
Oh,
science.
okay.
Trey, you will also be doing fast food prep.
Oh, this is interesting. Common Core math. So what's the problem here? 28 divided by 4. What is
Okay, this is a
7,934? 20.
lot to look at.
What?
Yeah, I mean, that is another language to me. I'm assuming if you know Common Core math, you can figure out what's happening there, but I've never seen that in my life.
Let's look at a different one. That feels like it's like 6 different problems. I don't even
Derek
know.
just drew that up. Really fast.
Derek's on
In
his
paint,
iPad over
yeah.
there.
So, my homeschooling. We got to stop touching toes down here. I think that's my problem. I'm coming over on your
You're
side. a
crossing
little
the
bit.
50-yard
I'm
line.
getting active down here.
Thank God you got socks on today.
Yeah, I'm starting to let a barefoot time. I started wearing sandals. Like, I don't know. Finally gave in to the old Birkenstocks thing. And your feet are filthy at the end of the day.
Yes.
I'm wearing shoes.
Yes.
And so I'm starting to like be out on this because I took my shoes out and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's disgusting. Why are they so dirty?
Rachel looks like an ape.
I have
mean,
never had this problem before.
With Birks,
You don't wear.
I'm wearing sandals right now.
I guess Birks are different though.
they're like made of cork
Yeah.
or board or something. So I feel like it
They're
wears
loose.
away.
I don't know. It does something.
Yeah, Rachel's Birks. I mean, yeah, it looks like she just, did outdoor recess for 8 hours.
Did you guys wear the sandals with jeans and Hollister shirts back in the day? Is that you guys?
Never did
I would
sandals,
have loved to
but
have seen you in that.
It was,
my dad was a real tightwad, so we never got more than Aeropostale. Maybe American Eagle every now and then. Hollister, Abercrombie.
Yeah, it would have had to have been a gift, which means I got one of them.
I had one Abercrombie hoodie. I was fired up about it.
I think I leaned Hollister growing up in high school.
Yeah. See that?
All the other girls know Hollister.
Miss Me?
No.
You never had Miss Me jeans?
Why not?
No.
You were
You
probably
didn't?
out of touch then.
No.
What a dork.
They
Math and science, that makes sense.
Yeah.
the zippers on those Abercrombie or Hollister pants were, I kid you not, this big. I mean, they were the lowest rise you could ever imagine.
Oh, I see.
It was like a 2-inch zipper. I mean, it was barely a pant.
Everyone was sagging, even the girls.
Rachel, I feel like once a week, we find ourselves talking, like having a conversation about like high rise to low rise. Like she'll
Low
see,
rise is back, I guess.
I think it's on its way back. Rachel can't stand it and also can't get over that like I would wear my shorts at my like hip bone and I'm wearing low rise shorts. She's like, man, it just looks so weird. I was like, I don't know what to tell you. This is how we wear them.
Yeah.
I mean, she doesn't think I should change, but she'll just like stare at me. She's like, man, that looks weird.
Yeah. That's a real sheltered gal right there. I've never seen a guy and where his pant line is, so it's freaking me out.
Pull him up. Let me see him.
Yeah, if you saw a guy with his pants at his belly button, I mean, that's not going to be cute.
And then I'll also be like, all right, pull him down. Let me see you. And then she's like, oh, it looks gross. Like when she like will pull her shorts or pants down. And it does look a little weird. I feel like we've all gotten used to what high-waisted looks like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And now I see a belly button, I freak out. I don't like it.
I don't either, man.
You're not a fan of the low-rise jeans?
I think it
freaks me out because I'll come across it on like social media or something when it's kind of coming back, and it just it reminds me of middle school. It's weird. Remember when we were in college, the big trend, girls had jeans that like they had jean shorts that came up to like their nipples. Remember that? Do you ever have any some of those? They had them. They were up here.
Yeah.
Remember
I
those?
did have a pair. Yeah.
Those were weird.
I feel like they were the type
like
of girls
SpongeBob.
to do it. Yeah, we're like first baseman. I feel like they liked the like
They were. It was flattering on them.
chest high.
Yeah.
Yeah, rib cage jean shorts.
Like
They're
that.
nice.
What's a game where no one wins, Katie? I agree.
Simon
the waiting
says
game.
with someone who's deaf.
That too. The waiting game. And when it comes to hiring, you definitely don't want to wait. You want to find great talent fast, and you can do so with Indeed. Indeed is the hiring platform where you can attract, interview, and hire all in one place. They streamline hiring with their powerful tools to find matched candidates. With their instant match, over 80% of employers get quality candidates whose resume on Indeed matches their job description. The moment they sponsor a job, I've used Indeed to hire people. I use Indeed to find Katie, believe it or not.
Yeah.
We
Top
fell in love-
talent.
Ah, that's a joke.
Works great.
It's just Indeed match. It was an instant match, huh?
Instant match. Love it for
Indeed, you got to get it if you're looking for talent.
That's right. I'm not kidding. I was literally on Indeed's website last night. I'm looking to hire somebody. It's great. It's very user friendly. Go check it out if you need literally anything.
More than 3 million businesses use it. I mean, come on. You tell me. So we have a little call to action for you.
Start hiring now with $75 sponsored job credit to upgrade your job post at Indeed.com/Trey. Offer good for a limited time. Claim your $75 credit now at Indeed.com/Trey.
So easy to mess with her.
Just go to Indeed.com/Trey and support the show by saying you heard about it on this podcast. Indeed.com/Trey. Terms and conditions applied. Need to hire?
You need Indeed. Oh, pumpkin spice is back. Fall's here, which means the holidays are basically here. We got to start prepping, right, Katie?
We
Christmas
sure do.
shopping, you doing it?
Not yet.
Okay. But you can prepare your e-commerce business for the holiday rush now by using ShipStation. ShipStation. Save time automating your shipping and returns with their ShipStation dashboard. You can keep costs down with industry-leading carrier discounts while your holiday orders roll in. ShipStation's really cut costs for us, selling our merch online, all that good stuff. They have discounts up to 84% off the standard USPS and UPS rates. I mean, come on, ShipStation.
I mean, I don't want to speak negatively about our listeners, but they would be very, very dumb to not use this.
Yes.
84% off. I mean, ShipStation's great. Easily automate shipping tasks, manage orders in one simple dashboard, automate your shipping no matter how big your business grows.
I ship that. Katie, what do you got?
You need to set your business up for holiday season success with ShipStation.
Okay.
Go to ShipStation.com, use code Trey, and sign up for your free 60-day trial. That's ShipStation.com, code Trey.
Take this seriously, please.
Very serious.
Okay, let's get to some fan stuff. We have some recti videos sent into the Instagram. Now we've heard the Instagram get a little finicky for people, so we're gonna open up an email.
Yep.
We had an email back in the day, but I don't know if I told you this. It was. Do you ever get weird spam in your email?
Yeah, someone's pretty convincing.
Someone bombarded the last correct opinions email, and I just ruined it.
Dang.
Fresh email, correct@TreyKennedy.com. That's where we want to see your video fan submissions, so we can hear from y'all, see what's up. So email us anything that Brittany Mahomes would approve of in her home.
Yep.
At correct@TreyKennedy.com is the email. Okay. Who do we got today? This is 2 minutes and 45 seconds. Do less.
Works because I tried messaging you guys on Instagram, but it asked me to be invited.
Okay. Yeah, we sent an email.
All right.
Hey, can I send a video? And nothing ever happened. So
What is happening in the background?
But hi, my name is
from a
Christina.
rail yard.
I'm from Idaho, southern Idaho. We're in the desert.
I love.
We're
Just
originally
pause
from
real quick.
Oregon.
We're 25 seconds in, and she said her name.
She said nothing.
Yeah, I love it,
She lives
man.
in the desert. Did you know that?
Dude, I love girls just can't help themselves. I thought this was the funniest little moment. Kansas City show. They gave me this great little goodie bag, which is very nice. The venue did. Trey, have a good show. Of course, all the local Kansas City things. Among them, really nice Christopher Elbow chocolates. You know this?
Christopher Elbow? Quite the
Sounds
stage
fancy,
name.
right? They're fancy chocolates. Do you know how much they cost?
No.
If we were down there, our friend Bailey was trying to say, she's like 4 pieces are $40 because it was like a dozen. I was like,
Right.
no.
I've
She was
never
trying to
bought
say
them.
this dozen box, I guess, was $120. I'm like, no,
For an elbow, maybe a femur.
maybe a kidney. But I was just like, anyone want one? And every dude I handed it to was like, yeah. Every girl I presented to was like, okay, what is each one of them? I was like, I don't know, just pick one. Like,
Is it dark? How dark is it? What's the cacao?
what, you tried this? Did you?
percentage?
You just grab one.
Eat a snack.
What?
Yeah, it's so for 8 pieces, it's $25.
Yeah, I mean they're expensive, but
Yeah.
I don't know. So text her right now, say she's wrong. Keep going. See.
And
Oh,
What in the world?
anyway, I wanted to comment on your segment
Unschooling.
about
unschooling. Yeah.
Android versus iPhone because that topic always makes me laugh because I have been a lifelong. Actually, I should take that back. I haven't been a lifelong Android user. I had an iPhone for a couple years,
Let's skip forward a
and
minute.
now as an adult, I have a Pixel
Love you,
phone.
Christina. Thanks for sending this in.
Apple users, but Apple users
Still
just
talking
think Android users are too complicated and they don't even want to try to figure out what they're saying. I have many Apple users in my family fan circle of all ages.
Yeah, we know.
that
Everyone has an
flat out
Apple.
just
Yeah, that makes
don't
sense.
understand Android stuff or Google stuff, and it's on me to translate for them.
Yeah, get an
Versus all my
iPhone.
Android friends, they get it. They just are like, sure.
You have to,
They make
maybe.
it work. So that's what I've noticed.
about
And also, shout out to, I forget her name, but
Katie.
she asked you a while back
Katie.
what a recti was, because I'm kind of recent. I only started listening to the podcast this year.
Oh,
But
thanks for
I
coming.
thought I was out of some
Little late to the
exclusive
game,
club.
Android user.
Like, what the heck is a recti? Does this have something to do with, like, Trey's past when he was younger doing stuff, or what? So thank
What
you
could that
for
be?
being honest to ask you, because now I understand. Anyway, thanks, Grant.
Thank you, Christina. I think she said her name was. Love that. Love it. Let's just a caveat. Let's try to keep it 60 seconds and under when you send it in. It's only an hour and a half we got here. Thank you though. I appreciate it. She was trying to. It sounded like she's like, well, the Android people are a little superior. We make it work. All my Apple friends, we adapt. I don't know.
Oh, she was saying that.
Interesting. She was like, yeah, all my iPhone friends, I have to translate for them. Well, we're going to need a translator for you to tell us what you just said for 5 minutes. Can we get a translator for you? Can you
Yeah.
give us a Spark Notes version?
Makes you think. Android user.
Is that what Derek, your wife is Android user. Does she think she's like a little superior?
Not as much anymore. Her family, definitely. Like, anytime I go there,
she comes
I'm
from an
having-
Android family.
Yeah.
Wow, you don't see a lot of those.
But I did get Becca an iPad, and she loves it like a few months ago. So we might be transitioning over.
Katie, Katie wanted a fresh laptop. She'd been using. She had one for work. Quit the job. It was like, oh, easy, like MacBook Air. I'll get one.
Yeah.
She's like, whoa. I've always been a Microsoft PC girl.
What, you want a
Yeah, I was
Microsoft
PC
Surface?
girl. Mm-hmm.
And I was like,
Google Chromebook?
No, and I just got it. And
I always had HP because my uncle worked for HP. So.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yep.
I did brand it with him once.
And
Couple
also
things.
the engineering software worked better on PC.
Engineering software.
Back in the day. I don't know, probably not anymore, but
the sole reason I get Apple products otherwise just so I can text on them.
yeah, that is super nice.
I treat my text like an email at this point.
Yeah.
About twice a day, I just sit down and just kind of, it's the best. So I'm in a group text with an Android. I've been over this. We're good. So send your.
I almost ruined our group text though with my issue with the phone. I was sending it from my iCloud.
I will say, yeah, every now and then with an iPhone user, you get a sneak peek of what their iCloud email address is because it'll just switch over to that randomly. So that's kind of fun. So I got to text Derek's email a lot this past week.
I love it. Okay, thanks for that. Send us your videos. correct@TreyKinner.com. Some great comments last YouTube pod as well. Someone said, Katie, you go from a 9 to a 10 in that adorable dress.
Oh, thank you. Maybe I should wear dresses more often.
I know. I said this morning we're doing an early pod this morning for scheduling purposes. I was like, I love doing morning podcasts because Katie looks good all day.
Especially if she leaves the room to go see Thomas.
Yeah, you
No,
can,
joking. She always looks beautiful.
beautiful. So funny.
And someone else said, what did they say? Trey loved the Kansas City show. Thanks. Brought my husband.
Yeah.
And he even enjoyed it. Thanks for not disappointing.
That comment was from Cherry Pop-Tart.
Cherry Pop-Tart.
Love
Thank you
it.
for not thank you for not disappointing us. I think that's a compliment. Okay, let's keep moving. We know the Maui fires, very sad. Hopefully we can still come and do the show. And a lot of people reaching out, trying to help out. We love seeing that. And even our president finally spoke up.
Yeah.
This is,
I haven't seen this.
Yeah, let's see what he had to say.
I don't want to compare difficulties, but we have a little sense, Jill and I,
But I'm going to.
what it's like to lose a home. And lightning struck at home on a little lake that's outside of our home, not a lake, a big pond, and hit a wire and came up underneath our home into the heating ducts, the air conditioning duct. To make a long story short,
Please.
I almost lost my wife, my 67 Corvette, and my cat.
What
All
a
kidding
list.
aside,
That's such a funny list.
I watched the firefighters.
I
He
feel like
says,
you should
all
have-
kidding aside, I'll stop joking around.
Wait.
To the 100+ people who died, sorry. But, we're praying for you, Oahu. I'm Maui.
I'm joking.
I'm joking.
Seriously, though.
Cat's still going.
He put a car in the list with his wife and a cat.
67 Corvette. Hey, that was a pretty penny. Oh my goodness.
I've never seen that clip before. I was not expecting it to go for my wife, my car, my cat. Almost lost the Holy Trinity there. Jeez.
Jeez, can you imagine?
Kidding aside.
It's gonna be. We gotta do Trump or Biden again.
It is
It's gonna be fun.
entertaining. It's
That
really.
is
What's
pretty-
kind of the reaction to that? Is everyone saying like, dude, this
No,
is
it's
like
insane.
Yeah,
It's just like what I mean. This guy.
don't try to relate to
Yeah,
people
why would
burning.
you ever? Yeah.
Just kind of.
Yeah, just like rule number. What an easy thing to. Hey, this is not gonna go well if you say that. It's just insane.
Is anyone advising him? I mean, I just don't.
I wonder what happens if they're like, finally, let's let him speak, and he gets up there and like, no, Joe, don't
mention the Corvette.
Focus on the wife.
That's his thing. Like as he starts to lose it, he's just starting to talk about his Corvette more and more. He fits it into every speech because I mean, every old man, it's like, yeah, I remember it was 84. May I watching the Mets play? It's like, oh, he's talking about the Mets again.
He's talking about right around in my 67 Corvette, top down. I know what JFK went through, you know. A bird pooped on my head. Similar. You're like, Joe, stop it.
All kidding aside. That bird is dead.
My cat hates the Corvette. Can't get him in it.
My mom and brother can relate to Joe Biden because my parents' house got struck by lightning when my brother was inside of it.
My parents' house got struck by lightning.
Oh yeah, it did.
I've been near a pond,
so we get it.
We get it.
He goes lake, pond, heating duct, AC duct.
Like
a big pond. Yeah, he kind of talks like the these video submissions. It was by a lake. Well, more of like a big pond. Well, it's kind of more of a river, but it kind of pools out.
He could never do a story in 30 seconds.
Yeah.
He could never do that.
Wait, your parents' house got struck by lightning?
Yeah, you remember it was pretty bad. Like my brother, what saved my brother's ears probably is that he had his
ears. Yeah, lightning. Is that what it is? It gets to the ears.
It was so loud it busted the window right next to him. But he was wearing gaming noise canceling headphones. Oh. So
gaming saves lives. Shout out Turtle Beach.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Saves lives, man.
Yeah,
good for him.
Pretty scary.
Gosh, that's an awesome thing to happen. I bet he was pumped. He's like, see, Mom? Gaming
helps.
Yeah. You never know. Hey, there's lightning. Go do your games.
Yeah.
Put your headphones on.
Yeah, storm's coming, kids. Go drop in.
Hey, plug in and don't hang out. Okay? Storm's coming.
Yeah, my parents, similar to what Joe went through, it struck a light pole, so then electricity went through, or like a electricity pole.
What
do you call those?
Come on, Joe.
More like like thunder. Get struck by thunder.
Conduit. Condoleezza Rice.
Remember, like sniff it. And it went down through the system and just like fried and burned part of it. But yeah, I wouldn't like come onto my story and be like, Maui.
I know what you mean.
No one gets it more than this guy.
We had a decent sized fire due to a lightning in our home where everyone ended up being okay. So I get it.
We were not displaced. We didn't have to evacuate.
Yeah,
but we did have an outdoor pool.
Claim. We made money. So, yeah. I don't know. I watched. It's weird being. I'm 30. And it's the first time in my life I can say like I have some interest in politics. Like I have a clue what's going on. Now people are like, you got to do that earlier. I don't know. 18. We should be able to vote. We're 18. What were you doing when you're 18?
I was wearing like 12-inch inseam shorts.
Yeah, that guy shouldn't be able to choose who leads our nation.
Yeah.
So I watched some clips. It was the Republican nominee debate, and it's just great. It's just grown adults just going at it. They're roasting. It's kind of a semi roast. He's like, I don't need to hear any more of Chat GPT over here.
Really?
That's a pretty good roast. Yeah.
Who are kind of the big players? Who's kind of our starting five right now?
Well, Trump wasn't a part of it because I don't know. He's like in prison or something.
Yeah, okay.
And then I guess Ron DeSantis is kind of like the guy who everyone's like he could be the challenger, but boy,
Florida guy, right?
He wasn't fun to listen to.
Okay.
And then Chris Christie, I don't know, he's running president. He's just been around for a long time.
I've heard his name. I feel like he gets made fun of a lot.
Yeah, he just kind of he does get made fun of a lot.
Yeah.
He's just a big guy.
Yeah.
He looks like a football coach.
Cool.
He's around.
Okay.
And then the Vivek, I feel like the young people are liking him just because he's actually like fun to listen to.
Yeah, he's a pretty good speaker, right?
He's like he feels like the first candidate in I don't know how long that you're like, okay, this guy appears to like know how to work a stage,
like conform thoughts on his own, and
or just like be charismatic and say, it's like Ron DeSantis up there. There's this moment he's like, you don't coddle Anthony Fauci. You sit him down and you say, Anthony, you're fired. And the crowd was like, woo. And then Vivek was like, all right, now that we've gotten the memorized like pre-written speeches out of the way, can we actually have a conversation? And it was just great. You're like, I mean, I don't know what this guy believes, but at least he's saying what we all think.
That's refreshing.
These guys sound like robots.
Yeah, to speak normal.
So it's just strange because these guys are like close to being president, and they're like, they just got nothing. Especially, we get on stage for a living. Like, they got nothing.
You have no
little spunk.
Are you saying that?
I'm saying I want to be. I'm an out 2028.
Yeah.
I just go up there. I have no policies. I'm just here to have fun, spice it up a little bit.
You're doing a little crowd work. Oh, this guy, red tie.
Yeah.
Okay, I know who you voted for. All right, what's going on, man?
The moderator's like, you have 30 seconds, Trey. I'm like, where are you from? Where are you from?
You from Reddit? What do you do for
What are
work?
you here for tonight?
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, just dating?
Okay. Lobbyist. Oh, hobby lobbyist? She knows what I'm talking about.
He knows it.
All right, that's my time. Thank you, guys. Thank you. My name's Trey Kennedy. Thank you.
Let me know how I do with the polls.
Yes. The crowd work candidate. That's pretty great.
So yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's crazy. It's like we don't vote for president for like another 15 months. It's happening. You forget every 4 years. It's like, but it's every 2 years.
We're about, what are we, probably 3 to 6 months. I'm starting to get bombarded. Every YouTube ad is going to be a political one.
It's happening.
That's a business we should get. Derek, you should stop filming us. Start filming political commercials. I bet they pay amazing.
I'm sure they do.
They could use some more talented video people.
Yeah, I could use a little gimbal and slow-mo.
I sure can.
Editing blood in the competitor's eyes. I think you could knock that out.
Good Ranchers. You've heard us talk about it. I love meat. 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 Troop Trailer Park Girls go round the... Is that the meat song? I think so. No antibiotics or hormones ever. Sourced from small family farms, humanely handled, also humanly handled, I believe.
Yeah, they're involved.
USDA certified. Guys, it's 100% real deal meat and meat. And they're offering a deal now. Free ground beef for 2 years. Are you kidding me? $480 value that all subscribers get for free. Also, with our code FamilyMan, you get another $25 off your box. So, yeah, over $500 of savings you get thanks to us.
It really is like the best meat you could find. It all comes from the U.S. It is amazing, amazing meat. I have the better than organic chicken. And if we don't have it, Rachel says, hey, can you call them up and have more, please? Yeah. So we love it.
Oh, I was been feasting on their, they have some like pre-seasoned and pre-cut. I was doing a little like fajita strip meat that I fried up. Oh, great. So go get your Good Ranchers meat. We have an offer for you guys, of course.
Go to goodranchers.com today and use my code FamilyMan for $25 off and $480 of free ground beef in your first 2 years. Ground beef. Remember, subscribe to any box to lock in your price on America's best meat for 2 years as well. That's goodranchers.com, code FamilyMan for over $500 in savings. Ditch the meat aisle and subscribe to Good Ranchers.
American meat delivered. This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp. You know, we love BetterHelp here on Correct Opinions. They show love. We show love back. I've done therapy. Loved it. And I think if you're looking to give it a try, you need to check out BetterHelp. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. I did therapy. It was great. I had to go somewhere to sit in a waiting room. It was expensive. BetterHelp's making it better. You just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist, and you can switch therapists anytime for no charge, which is nice. Find the one that's right for you. So let therapy be your map with BetterHelp. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/correct. BetterHelp.com/correct. You get 10% off your first month. Recties, you know, I appreciate great healthy things. Stay physically fit. I try to stay active and fit in the comedy game and also mentally. Very important. So try therapy today. Use BetterHelp. Go to BetterHelp.com/correct to give it a try. BetterHelp, HELP.com/correct. Dude, someone the other day told me, they're like, yeah, well, I can't make him go to the Chiefs game. Games are happening.
It is crazy how close it's going to be here.
Trey just informed me that he got, what is it called? Sunday Ticket? Is that what it's called?
Sunday Ticket. Thank you for caring about what I like.
Yes, I'm so happy for you because I don't think we were able to watch enough football games.
Now I can watch all the games.
So I am just so happy that you can watch all of them now because Red Zone wasn't enough. It wasn't.
No.
Yeah.
No, yeah. So we have to get another 1 or 2 TVs up. I know.
That is great. At least you were honest with her. I could see you being like, I got a Sunday ticket. Like, yeah, for the game. Yep, I have one ticket.
One ticket. I wanted to tone it back this year.
I'm not going with any friends. Just my ticket on Sunday.
Sunday.
I'll be in the basement.
do your all's wives do fantasy football?
Last year we did a little guillotine fantasy football league where, long story short, you could be kicked out of the league at any point. Every week, just the lowest performing team.
It's like a cutthroat.
Oh.
Yeah, so your season could last 1 week, it could last all 18. And Rachel did it and was out week 1. So she didn't get to do a lot of fantasy. But she's out for a redemption this year. I mean, her team was about just like, just any given team
She's
could
a
probably.
girl. She didn't know.
Yeah, she cheers on the Casey Current. So
What do you think?
yeah, Dak Prescott really let her down, from what I remember.
Our group of buddies live here all in the same city. We're doing our 4th year, and now the wives are like, of all these guys, like, we're gonna do our own.
Fun.
But they're doing like
No,
a
not
best-
fun. I think it's offensive. It's our thing. Girls do that. Girls don't let guys have their. They get their. Yeah, girls
Oh,
are like they
wow.
like their girls'
Wow.
nights, but when guys do their thing, guys, when girls go do fun things,
Uh-huh.
girls trip, guys are like, yeah, love it. Do your thing. Do your thing.
You're saying
Guys
you've
find a
never-
fun thing. Guys find a fun thing. Girls are like, wait a second, what's going on over there?
Are
Hold on.
other girls
You're-
going?
Hold
You're
on.
Do you
telling
think it'd be fun
me
for me?
You guys have been doing that like a lot. Can we? And now they're trying to encroach on our
you've
thing.
never tried to have a wine night with your guy friends after seeing how much fun it is that we do it?
I think it would be fun. No, we've never done it.
You
We
did.
did it once.
You did.
Ooh, did we ever talk about that? One time we had a guys' night and we sat in the hot tub drinking a glass of wine for hours.
Yeah. So don't.
pretty special.
Don't. It's the same thing.
But,
But
no, that's people listening know. The girls, we all did like a couples weekend and us guys got going on like a volleyball game. And after like 2 hours, the girls were like, you guys are done.
No, I believe you guys played for 8 hours that day. So we were kind of
won.
like, okay,
It was one of those, we
we're
just
all supposed to
kept
be hanging
playing.
out together.
It was
This
even
is-
and we just kept being, we played like a best of 13.
Yeah, like all right, best of
Yeah.
7.
Yeah.
All right, best of 9.
Let's keep going.
Best of
Yeah.
31 till the sun goes down.
That's exactly. They were playing until it got dark. We're like, okay.
But Katie's not joining the women's fantasy league, so
I'm
Proud of
not.
her. She goes, would that be fun? I was like, you would not.
Well,
keep up with that at all,
I
so.
would have only done it because all the other girls were, and not all of them did it. And I was like, honestly, it's better that I don't. Like, it'd be more annoying if I joined because I don't care.
Yeah,
So you don't want someone to do it that doesn't care.
that's good awareness.
It is.
I'm just not going to.
Aware.
Do you fill out March Madness brackets?
No.
I don't anymore.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Talk to me. What's going on
I
up
know.
there?
I know. Oh, I watch every game. There's nothing better. But I started to feel like dude, I just touched your foot again?
Yeah,
Dude,
when
I'm really getting spread out here.
Really crossing the border. I mean,
There's literally a piece of wood to like keep you from getting over on that
breaking
side.
Yeah, I removed it the other day. It's like, I just kept, every year I do it, and I found myself being like, there's this crazy like 14-3 upset, but that 3 seed I have in the Final Four, and I'm not enjoying the Cinderella moment. So like, I love
Oh, I
watching
see.
it anyway.
Yeah.
I'm not doing the brackets. So that's me, man. I get to care in too much, and I just want to enjoy it.
and so when it comes to football season, is that going to transfer? Because I guess aren't really predictions. It's just week by week fantasy. That's enough to
And
keep
it's just
you engaged.
individual players,
Yeah.
so that there's weird little moments where
If you're in two leagues, you're kind of rooting for yourself and against yourself.
Yeah.
I have Jamar Chase, but the Giants defense. What do I want to happen?
You
I
know?
mean, you'd never root against the Chiefs under any capacity.
Nah.
See, I'm a
Priority one.
yeah. I love fantasy so much. And I just always Chiefs have that weird thing about them where you're like they'll never lose any game ever again. So I'll be like, let's beat this team, but I want to see this tight end score every drive,
Yeah.
even against the Chiefs.
I should have joined the league and then just drafted all of the guys that
You used to
date.
talk to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could get a full roster.
What?
Katie's like, well, okay, mainly kickers and punters, but there was one linebacker.
I could, just draft the guys that I only know them because of like who they date. That could be kind of fun.
Oh, I see.
Let's do it right now. Da-da-da-da. Fantasy draft, Katie, based off of players you know, only because they date famous girls.
I'm not gonna get a lot of them.
Well, I want to. Let's try.
Okay,
What we got?
Christian McCaffrey. Is that his name?
All right, I'll start with the one I know. Lamar Jackson.
I don't even know his name.
Okay, good.
That's pretty close, right?
I mean,
That's
that's
pretty
an
close.
excellent first pick. I mean, he's going top 3 in every draft.
Yeah.
So I'm already. I mean,
That's great. It sounded like a Mad Gab. Kristen McCaffrey.
what is his name?
Well, Katie likes to do that anyway. She likes to. The other day, did I say this on the pod? I do this all the time. The other day, she's like, I was talking to my mom, and you know what she chopped it up to? I was like, what? Have you said that your whole life? She loves to just make stuff up. She's also low key calling our son hummus.
Oh yeah, you did. Yeah.
She was walking by. She's like, "Could you grab hummus? Have you seen hummus?"
Is too much of an H and
Yeah,
you're pronouncing the
barely
H in
saying the
Thomas.
T,
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Why don't you?
Thomas is
Hey,
correct.
little Thomas. You have a diaper, hummus? All right. That pick number Christian.
Hold on.
So we have
McCaffrey.
Kristen
Okay,
McCaffrey.
that was pretty close. That was pretty
Oh,
close.
you're great. Pick number 2.
The other
That's an important
guy
pick. You got it.
that the other Culpo's sister dates.
Culpable.
Cool. What sister?
Olivia Culpo's sister also
Culpo?
dates.
You're getting that name wrong.
Culpo.
I mean,
No.
what is? I mean, we need to pick. We need to pick.
Oh, what is it? I don't even know if they're together anymore.
What is it?
Olivia Culpo. Who is this?
You got it. Is it Braxton Berrios?
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
How
Is he
did
good?
you know that?
Is he good?
No.
No.
I think he got cut.
Oh really?
he's-
He's not even playing.
I
thought
think he
was
might have.
decent.
I think he signed another team.
Oh.
Well, the Jets, the Jets were improving.
Yeah.
But he cut some.
Damn,
All
this
right,
girl's got a-
that's a tough pick 2. You got to pick 3.
So pick 3 is more so just of a personal connection.
Sure.
Harrison Butker went to Georgia Tech with me.
Go Jackets.
Okay. I mean,
Okay.
he's a good
Probably the
kicker.
first
That's
kicker off the
probably
board.
Tough. Yeah, it's
Oh,
quick.
I got
Pick 4.
That's another kicker. Yeah, I do. Hold
That's
a
it. I
kicker in
mean,
mind.
you're the kicker.
pick your team.
Will Lutz grew up with him.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, Derek, keep track of this. We're gonna do a review of Katie's fantasy team, and we're gonna see how they do this year. Is Barrios on a team?
Let me look it up.
Okay, well, let's pick number 5.
I'll just pick any other player that I went to school with me.
You know other.
Darren Waller.
Okay.
that's not bad.
Good pick. Good pick.
Pick 6.
Another person that went to Georgia Tech, Adam Gottis.
Okay. Is
Not
he in the
as
NFL?
familiar.
He is in the NFL.
What, playing what?
I think he's
position?
on the. I don't know. Do you think
Is
I
he
know?
huge? Is he on the line?
Maybe.
Okay. But you don't know any other famous girl boyfriends?
Is Tom Brady still playing?
No. He
I was gonna say,
shut it
what's
down.
the other? He was really attractive, and he
Julia
had like a
Ellen.
model wife. No, but similar look and position. She has 3 names now. Jesse.
Oh.
Oh, Eric Decker.
Eric Decker.
Yeah,
Does he
yeah.
play still?
No, but I thought you
No.
might pick him.
JJ Watt's wife, the soccer player.
Oh yeah, yeah.
What about I do need a quarterback. I'll take the really sweet Christian guy.
What's his name?
Tim Tebow.
What's his name?
not Tim Tebow. Not Tim Tebow.
What's his name?
Cousins.
Cousins. All right.
Cousins.
pretty good.
Demarcus Cousins.
It's
Yeah.
pretty,
At quarterback.
pretty good team.
What's his first name? Best guess. Considering he's a sweet Christian homeschooled man.
Old sounding name.
Best guess. Say one.
Derek.
Wow. Derek Cousins.
Derek Cousins, Vikings quarterback.
Christian McCaffrey. 2 kickers. And Darren Waller. Let's see how they do.
It's not bad. And Braxton Berrios, who is on the
Braxton.
Dolphins.
He's on the Dolphins
Oh,
now.
there we go.
Probably barely going to catch any passes, but the best part is that team's definitely going to beat my fantasy team one of these weeks. So.
I should have done that, man. I should have.
Cool.
Just... Okay.
All right,
Love
good
that.
team.
Thanks.
Culpo sisters. Do you wish you were a Culpo sister?
Maybe. No, I'm just kidding.
Let's get to some segments. We haven't done this one in a bit. I think these are fun. You got any notes, bits you're working on?
Let's
Random,
see.
just in the old jokes notes tab. What do you got?
I said this in person to a guy a couple weeks ago. I feel like he got a pretty good laugh. He's like, I'll jot it down. He was asking me. He said, if you could have dinner with like any celebrity, dead or alive, like what would you choose? And I was like, oh, definitely alive. So it's like, that's kind of funny.
I'm definitely alive.
Next question. So I wrote that down. That's a
funny,
5-second joke.
I like that. If you could have selected, you could have a meal with anyone, dead or alive. who'd it be? Like, yeah, definitely alive. I like that.
I also just low-key don't like that question.
Oh, it's you ever
They judge you no matter what you say.
Right, exactly. I don't.
Like you choose someone like Leonardo da Vinci, and they're like, he doesn't speak English, idiot. That was a dumb answer.
My
Like-
favorite
Well-
is the total like douche bros who are like Adolf Hitler. I mean, it's terrible, but what a leader. I mean, how did he do that? You ever heard that answer?
No.
I've had a couple guys do that. I mean,
Ew.
I just want to pick his brain. How do you?
Can you
start a
tell me
movement like
after
that?
so I don't hang out with
I
them
don't
anymore?
remember. I mean, it was back in like college. Probably a bunch of young, stupid tools.
Yeah, I don't know about dinner. Would you be a little scared? I mean, I have blonde hair, blue eyes. I'd be all right. This also just comes from something that happened in real life one time. I was like, maybe this is funny. Like someone was like, they made a joke one time. We were at a double date, and they're like, if I had met my wife in college, we would not be married, kind of thing. Because I guess he was a different guy in college. And I was like, yeah, if I met Rachel in college, I would be in jail. She would have been 16, or whatever the age gap was. So.
That's funny.
I had that moment with my brother's girlfriend, who happens to be he's not the youngest, but his girlfriend is the same age as my youngest brother. And so she is also a pescatarian. And so we were sitting there and someone was like, how long have you not been eating meat? She was like, oh, since middle school. Wow. And I kind of sat there and I was like, so mine was in college, so probably about the same year.
So, yeah, the
really
same movement.
It really was.
2012 for you too.
I was like, oh my gosh, you're so young.
I wrote down a little note. Women, a lot of women will say, hey, enough of this. Men just using us for our bodies. We're not objects. I'm like, you ever been married to a woman who wants to get pregnant?
That's good.
I was objectified. Like a quarter horse.
Oh my gosh.
Something there. That's just a wild, funny experience as a man. When you're like, as a young boy, your whole life, you're like, oh, like one day I'm gonna have a beautiful wife. All I want. I was like, please not again, Kate. You're gonna give me a child.
There are, you can do some pretty funny jokes with that,
funny.
probably.
Another quick, one of my good buddies who listens. So shout out to him. Shout out Zane. He said something the other day I thought was fun. I don't know if it's a bit. He was just like, you ever talk to someone and they say one thing and you're like, oh, I know a lot about you right now.
Oh, okay.
There's
Yeah,
something,
that is pretty funny.
They're like, I remember we would sit down to a dinner one time, like right during the pandemic, and the guy's like, I think this whole COVID thing's kind of a hoax. It's just a political thing. I was like, I know a lot about you, and there's probably other statements out there that I'm not thinking of. That's just like random things people say that are like, wow, I think I got you figured out from that
He was
one
talking
sentence.
a lot about kids. Like if you say like, oh yeah, my kid still sleeps in our room.
That's true.
And they're like 2 years old. All right, I kind of see what's.
They're like, we're thinking about unschooling. You're like, I could probably guess a lot more things about you.
Yeah, we're still trying to figure out, do we want to send him to kindergarten or not yet? Because they don't have breast milk there. So that's going to be tough for him.
Right.
That's all he eats.
Which, speaking of, we had a big night last night. Speaking of.
Oh, okay, yeah. Do you, real before we go to that, do you have any more?
I can't find it in my notes, but what you just said reminded me. I feel like I've had things before, like the way people start their sentences tells you a lot about who they are. Like when people are like, this happened a lot in 2020, like, now I'm no doctor. If someone starts a sentence with that, strap in for the worst medical advice you've ever heard. Now I'm no doctor. It's like, yeah, I know you weren't. You used to get in trouble in high school for licking the chalkboard.
Yeah. That's great. And then this was a quick. Katie quickly like joked the other day. She's like, "No girl will ever be good enough for Thomas." You know those parents who say that truthfully, especially guys. Like, no, hey, I'll give you my blessing. I'll tell you what, I don't think you're good enough because there's not possibly a man good enough for my little girl. It's like, dude, I saw her puke in a bush after eating a chili dog at like 1 a.m, dude. I don't think you'd realize there's something like that. I'll never forget. Have I told this on the podcast? I'll never forget. I was dating a girl when I was like 15 or 16. And the guy's like, before trying to be a good dad, he's like, before you're going to do that, you have to come over and have to talk man to man. 16. He sits me down and does this whole big like, What do you guys think?
I
is
never
that a
had to
good
do
move
that.
or is that a little much?
I had to do that once with very young when I was 17 or something.
Yeah.
Are you
And
going to
what's
do that for your daughters? That's
Probably.
And what's that?
Yeah.
Like, what was the chat like?
He's also a shorter guy. I know, no disrespect to our short kings out there.
Dude, was like, I was 6'3".
I had a college scholarship.
Wow.
What's he doing now? How's his marriage now?
He's UPS guy. Good job.
Is he still married?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
But
Well, that's part of it. The guy, he's not. I don't think.
oh,
So.
funny.
That's like, well, take your own advice.
That's funny.
I mean, there's got to be some level of. I'm sure if you have a daughter, you're like, okay, I need to like talk to this guy before he like drives her around town. And
Well, it's
takes
just
her out on
funny
a
because
date.
what he said to me affected my behavior 0.
Right.
It's not like I was like, oh, I was gonna disrespect her. But no.
This guy did.
He brought up a few good points.
This guy did bring his gun out during the.
Oh, that's
to try to-
classic.
wow.
Classic.
I mean, at what point is that like? Could you like have a case against that guy?
Right.
Like if you've never been exposed to like guns before, you go where you
Oh,
just want to take this
brandishing
sweet
a
girl.
weapon. Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally illegal.
Some psychological trauma going on.
Literally.
Oh my god.
Kill shot.
Home by 10:30.
Some castle law situation going there.
Sure. What were we? How did we get on that topic?
That
That was the end of that. Okay. You got any more?
I mean, we could probably go all day. I don't know how long you would do this. I put skydiving is a great business to get into. You can't leave no one can leave a bad review about skydiving. The furthest they get is having trouble opening the.
Oh, I like that. I like that.
All of mine are just like half formed sentences.
Having trouble opening the. That's funny. When do I open the parachute?
Okay, is
Not
it the
sure when to
yellow
open
cord
the
or is it? Which is a hilarious idea. Just like they're leaving a Google review.
Yeah.
Trying to leave a review.
Have you ever skydived, Jake?
Yes, once. And yeah, the guy who's strapped to your butt actually is the one who pulls the parachute.
Right,
So you don't really
yes.
do much.
Yes.
And then, Katie, have you parachuted? I mean, skydive?
I have. Yeah.
Dived? You did? Mm-hmm. Who with?
My college boyfriend.
Harrison Butker.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let me list it out. Let's see. Darren Waller, Christian McCaffrey.
Okay. Yeah. I think I'm good. We okay. What big night last night? You said shifting
Big night.
gears.
Big night. Thomas slept in his nursery for the first time.
Ooh,
It
I have one
was-
more.
Oh,
quick joke.
not in
Is
your
this
room.
funny?
Not in our room. Yes.
Sorry. Is it? Now, I'm not against gay.
Just gay singular.
I was gonna say plural, but it sounds offensive. I'm not against anything gay at all. At all. But my son wouldn't latch on the breast, and when he took a thermometer, he didn't cry, and I stopped baby talking.
I'm not sure about that one.
That's just what I wrote down, and I haven't tried it, and I don't think I will. But I just wanted to hear Derek's.
I enjoy it. But
Wait, say it again. Say it again.
Now, I'm not against anything gay at all. Absolutely not, 100%. But my son wouldn't latch on the breast, and he didn't cry when he got an anal thermometer, and I stopped baby talking.
Solid.
It's a funny joke, but it's not my brand. It's not.
It is not your brand.
Derek's he's gonna do a set somewhere
Yeah.
in the country, folks.
Should I
Patriots.
do
It
a
was just a funny. Remember when I said that funny joke? I was like, he won't latch, and he doesn't even mind that. What's going on over here?
yeah.
Silly baby jokes.
Silly
You're starting to
baby
put him
joke.
against you. Like, well, does he like this? you better not latch. You better not latch.
He's never tried to latch on me. Thank goodness. I feel like that's a good sign.
Yeah.
Not too fluffy.
I mean, you have pretty hairy chest. I feel like that'd be a little confusing for him.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like hard for the mosquitoes to get through. I'm sure.
Big
Baby
night last night.
lips.
Yes, he slept in his nursery, not in our room for the first time.
Yeah, got him out of there.
It felt so empty in our room.
Was it just like harder to go to sleep or quieter?
It was honestly fine. I had the monitor on, and I woke up a few times and checked the monitor. Like
Slept through the night.
he slept through the night
I
fine.
actually wonder if because they get
Easy.
they're so young you could do whatever and they won't wake up. But now it's like there was a time I was getting into bed at like 10:30 and you're like, we got him out of the room. It makes me wonder a little bit if one of us is snoring or something, and that's what's woken him up.
One of us. I wonder which one it is.
Because that was his first night in there, and we've been having issues here and there. He slept through the night.
Wow.
It's probably nice and quiet.
Yeah.
Like Katie sleep talking. McCaffrey. I'm Katie Culpo. Katie Culpo.
McAfee.
McAfee.
McAfee antivirus.
Great software.
All right, let's wrap up with one last segment. Sponsored by Good Ranchers. This is beef. We got some beef this past week. Good Ranchers, you know them, you love them. Thank you, Good Ranchers. Doing a big steak dinner with all the family. We're going to see a little family reunion. And I said, guys, don't worry. I got the meat. So I'm sous vide steaks.
Yeah, little
I'm
wagyu
making
beef.
chicken. Oh, I'm excited. They're it's delicious and it's quality. No weird antibiotics. No, they don't come from some 3-legged chicken or something. So Good Ranchers, beef. Who got some beef?
They got oh yeah, want to get into it? You got beef?
Yeah.
You guys have beef, right?
Well, we are
Katie and
very
I.
close to beef.
Katie, I don't know if you guys, when you have your things, you get to know your spouse long enough. We've noticed when we get down on a road trip, kind of trapped, confined in a car, we can really get at it. So we got a 4-hour
It's
drive.
where we
coming
like
this
to hash
afternoon.
it all out.
We have a 4-hour drive coming this afternoon, and we just the last few days usually when I mess with Katie and she kind of giggles, she just is like, "What'd you say?" I'm like, "Okay, I think you're a little on edge, and I'm sorry." And it feels like we're building to something, and we have a 4-hour car drive, so I'm really interested to see if we get at it. Yeah,
Can't wait.
Can't wait.
but the real beef in our life is our neighbors. Not with us and the neighbors, but our neighbors keep coming over and saying, "Hey, just so you know, these people on the other side of us, they're crazy. They're harassing us."
So they just come over to your house just to rant?
Just to roast, talk crap.
Because there's actually some vandalizing happening, and they wanted to let me know that I shouldn't be worried because it has nothing.
They're targeted.
Because they're targeted.
You see our car getting broken into?
Yeah.
Not worried. It's not some random thief. It's our neighbors messing with us.
Yeah.
Do we have proof of any of this happening?
I've seen some aggressive stuff. They built a
huge wall between them.
like a petty fence. Like the neighbors over there just building this huge fence that between a place a fence doesn't need to be. And I saw them yelling at each other in real time.
Okay.
Like, get this fence down. Like, no, screw you. We're putting they're.
I watched the video of the car getting broken into. She had it on video.
Oh, wow. Okay, they came with receipts.
But it wasn't like that. The person breaking into it wasn't the neighbor, but she thinks it's like someone the neighbor knows or
the neighbor hired out.
Yeah.
The neighbor, hiring out. The neighbor's got these flock of sparrows living in the bush that you've heard me talk about, which is just, we live with. They will get rid of them. And she's like, the bird poop, you see how much bird poop's in our yard? That ain't real. Laxative. She's giving those birds laxatives.
Okay.
Like, that'd be pretty next level.
Yeah, that's
And all I remember is they built a fence between us.
They did.
I think they were a little with us for a second. And I was like, it's like our fence. You want me to help pay? No. And the one thing it was a beautiful fence, but they left the post. They didn't cut down the post.
Okay.
The posts stick up like 2 feet
It
above
looks like
the
a
fence
goalpost.
line. Yeah.
It looks like the NFL.
Yeah.
So I thought this was really nice. I was like, hey, fence looks great. I thought I'd help out. I was just going to cut down these posts. Want to let you know. She's like, we'd prefer you don't do that.
What did I like the post so much for?
I mean, I was baffled, but I was getting a vibe. I was like, I don't think I should mess with these people. So I was just like, whatever. And I'm glad we didn't because, they're going to war with the other neighbor. They're like confiding in us. I'm like, we're going to help.
Hey, I get it.
We're cool.
Ally.
We're cool.
Have you ever talked to those neighbors, the alleged
Other-
offenders?
No.
We've met them.
I mean,
We've met
them
them.
briefly,
I waved
say
to them.
hi.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we don't know anything about them.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, yeah, that's the beef in our. You got neighbor beef, Derek, you were saying?
Yeah, we have one neighbor's behind us. They just recently moved in. Loud dogs. Kind of been a nightmare since they've moved in. Like their dogs will bark at like 4 a.m.
That's awesome.
But I got a text from the neighbor to our right, this larger man. He said, "Hey, the neighbors behind you are skinny dipping."
Check it out.
And-
In their own pool?
Yeah, and not like check it out, but like in their own pool.
Get a load of this.
But he
I sent
encouraged
you a link.
You're going to want to see this.
he encouraged me to fly my drone up,
Oh,
like the very loud buzzing drone.
he wanted you to get a
yeah,
load of this.
Yeah. So
I love the country folks know Derek's like video guy. He's like, get that drone out again.
Get that government spy plane out.
Yeah.
And like
That mechanical bird.
get illegal footage of your neighbors naked.
I would, but you're the pro, so you do it.
So I did look it up. I think it is illegal for me to film that because it's on their property,
Yeah,
even though they're outside.
Yeah.
So
he did delete the photo.
Yeah.
So it's on Patreon.
it's on Patreon.
Wow. Neighbors, man. That's a getting older thing too. You realize some of these people, their neighbors, getting after the neighbors.
We did, our neighbors on the other side, we did make some cookies last night. We're going to take them over there because they're very sweet.
They are.
I kind of do the opposite. I feed into the drama a little bit. It's fun.
Sure.
So
yeah, there's always drama in the neighborhood. Katie's like all worried. We like met this one neighbor once, and Katie's like, she's not like, doesn't seem that friendly to me. I'm like, Katie, it's fine. And then we'll notice her like around the neighborhood, like to 50 different neighbors, like, hi, come over later.
Hi.
And then to Katie, she's just like, won't text her back. Is that what Katie's like, what'd I do?
That would drive Rachel crazy.
Oh, it's driving her nuts. I was like, Katie, you're a lot.
Happened?
You're a lot.
Look at you.
What
5'11".
You can be very abrasive. And I think it rubbed her the wrong way. I'm catching strays all the time with our son, too. People were like, yeah, he's really starting to, we're seeing signs. He's crazy, man. He's always flailing and screaming and yelling. And people go, wonder where he got that from.
Oh, like, yeah. Yeah, his dad.
Do I scream and flail?
Yes.
That's a good way to describe your stand-up.
Yeah. I was going to say. I mean, you don't just like in everyday life, but you do that.
That's what I'm saying.
You do that for a living.
I'm not a normal person.
Just to your face. Wow, I see where he gets it. His dad's a nut job.
Yeah.
His dad's a real psychopath. We don't have any neighbor beef really, but I can feel like it seems like every neighbor around me, it's their life mission to have the greatest yard possible. And I kind of just like, I just pay some guy to do it. I'm like, once every 2 weeks is fine. It gets a little big, but
sure.
I don't care about it.
I feel that pressure though.
Bigger things to worry about.
Some people get for like, come on, have an immaculate yard. You're like, I don't.
Right now, maybe when I retire, I feel like for the next 30 years, like I don't know if I need a good yard. That's not gonna do it for me.
You ever judge people's hobbies? Some of these guys, like our age, they're like they have an immaculate lawn. Like I just like it. They spend hours every week. I'm like, come on, man. On grass?
Yeah, exactly. Like, why don't you go play golf and enjoy the grass that's already pre-made? It's great grass.
Like cook or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
So yeah, if your yard's nice, you're an idiot. Okay, good episode. This is fun. Leave us reviews. We read the reviews. We like the reviews. What was do you have a favorite? People wrote some nice stuff. I saw one. Someone said fire emojis, 5 stars. Dear Trey, Jake, Katie, Family Man, Derek, and Thomas, I'm in love with the pod. Yeah. Fellow sheltered kid. And she goes, I think it's hilarious when you make fun of Katie and her shoe size because I'm 6'1" female with size 13 shoes. Oh my gosh.
Wow. If you swim, do people just assume you have flippers on?
Yeah, yeah, I mean tell you what, that's not the size of the girl Derek was dating in high school. That short king dad. This is she says, I also wish you would bring back some of those older segments like Judge Jake and emails from females. Okay, thanks for that feedback. Now we get send us on the email.
Yeah.
correct@treykin.com. Love the podcast. Someone else said 3 stars.
Okay.
Wanted to like it. I really wanted to like the podcast, but it doesn't seem like it has a ton of a direction. It just seems like they're accidentally recording themselves hanging out. So that was kind of our goal. So
it's kind of the brand.
I love that.
Like,
if someone's
listen, it would feel like you're just in the room with us, hanging out.
It's like someone goes like, I went to the show. I wanted to like it. It just felt like he was like a really pre-written like full show. Kind of wanted him to just kind of do a Q&A.
I finally went and saw Trey and Jake, the Grow Up Comedy Tour, and it felt like the whole time their only goal was like just to make us laugh. Just like one after another. That was like the whole thing.
That was a TED Talk. Love Katie's laugh. Okay, point Katie's laugh. We were getting bad feedback last time. Katie's laugh with a melting emoji. That's what I'm talking about. 6 words that have never crossed Trey's lips, I bet. Katie, your laugh is so cute. He says her laugh makes me want to pluck my eardrums out with a spork. Don't laugh, it's annoying.
Stop.
That's a kind of funny roast. That's a pretty good. Spork is a great. I have to give him credit for that. Spork's a great word. Yeah, not a fork, not a spoon.
You need a few prongs, but not the full prong.
You got to run to KFC and grab some of those.
Yes.
Someone else said Katie has a great laugh, so we're getting some support here.
Wow, a really polarizing laugh over here.
You're getting way more pros than cons, but
my favorite one, 2 words, 1 thing of punctuation. It just says "good one." Period. Thank you.
I like that. That's
I like that. She went to the point.
Hey,
That was a Linda comment, I think.
good one.
And Linda. And then last one. Great podcast. Everything's amazing. Jake, Katie, Family Man, all the additions. It's amazing. However, these influencer interviews, not it. Well, sorry. We tried it. They were great.
God forbid we try something new.
So
Sorry about that.
Next week,
tune in next week.
we're going to have an outline for the podcast so that it doesn't feel so random.
I'm going to have a script teleprompter, too.
Yeah,
we all read our
we'll
lines.
work
Popcorn
through-
read.
Ooh, teleprompter. Are you good at that? That seems, I mean,
We're going to bleep. Derek will edit out Katie's laugh. Put it in with, like, what's a cute laugh? I don't know.
Like that girl from Seinfeld.
Oh, yeah. That's good.
I forget her name. You guys know what I'm talking about.
Who's the girl from Friends?
Maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
That's it.
like
Janice or something. Janice?
oh, yeah.
Is that her
yeah.
name?
I think so.
How do you've watched Friends front and back?
I
The
know,
crazy
I
girl
know.
with the laugh.
Yeah.
You're blank. You look at me like you don't know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about. I don't remember her
Okay.
name.
Okay. Janice, I think. Good for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give us a review. Roast Katie's laugh. Or compliment it. They're too
Whatever.
nice. I'm going to go look at her butt. See you next week.
See ya.
Correct opinion.